Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you guys had a cool start to the week. Our warm-up for today, 10 minutes for quality. There are 4 movements. We have skipping, band pull-aparts with around the worlds, push-up to toe taps, and then high pulls and strict presses. So Cal's going to show us, obviously, if you have a skipping rope, you can do your 30 seconds of skipping. If you do not have a skipping rope, you are welcome to do line hops. It's a 30-second movement, so if you have a line in front of you, even an imaginary line, you hop on your toes backwards and forwards as quick as you can, and please bend your arms to help them mimic what a skipping rope would be sitting like if you were holding one. From there, 10 band pull apart. So you're going to take your band, use just one side, don't double it up. Keep the elbows locked out and the shoulders stacked. Open up nice and wide till the band touches your chest, and then control it into that forward position again. Once you've done 10 of those, you're going to do 10 around the worlds. Here you'll grab both ends of your band. You can play around with the tension here, guys, but your band can stretch. So if you do find that there's a stick point, see if the band can still help you stretch through it rather than making the band too loose in your arms. You want to keep your arms locked out throughout this movement, and you want to encircle your body. If you look at Callum, going all the way around until the band is all the way down by your hips at the back, and then moving the arm forward again to circle the way around. I want you to give me, in those 10, 5 in one direction and 5 in the other direction. Then you're going to go to 4 push-ups to toe taps. So if you have a look at Cal, he's actually going to demonstrate this on his knees for us, just so that you can see what this looks like. Everyone else that can do straight leg push-ups, go for it. So you're going to perform your push-up, chest to the floor, lock out the arms, and then plant your toes, raise your hips nice and high in the air, and touch one toe. You're going to repeat that on the other toe before you do your next push-up. You'll straighten your legs again, and again reach through, getting your hips nice and high. You want to try keep the legs as straight as you can here while you perform those toe touches. You're going to give me 4 of those. Then 5 high pulls plus 5 strict presses. There's an option here. You can use a band, you can use a dumbbell, you can use a water bottle, something that's going to add a little bit of resistance. Your high pull, the elbow comes up higher than the shoulder, keeping your dumbbell or weight nice and close to your chest, almost like you were zipping up your hoodie with your elbow in the air. You're going to give me 5 of those, and then switch to a front rack position into a strict press. So you're going to press to full extension above your head and return your weighted object back to your shoulder every single time. You'll give me 5 on each side for that, and then move back to your skipping, repeating those movements for 10 minutes all the way through until we go over to our gymnastics piece for the day. Catch you on the flip side. Welcome back, everybody. Nice and warm. We're going to start our gymnastics conditioning. You'll see that there are 2 movements that we're going to be doing max efforts in. And I want you to complete all 3 sets of your first movement, which is the handstand push-ups or your pike or strict presses. All 3 of those sets must be completed. Then you'll move on to your 3 sets of your dips. So don't superset them. Make sure you do all of the one movement, all the sets, before you're moving over to all the sets of the other. The first one, 3 sets for max effort reps. You'll notice that the RX is strict handstand push-ups. Now, obviously, there are very few of us who can, first of all, do handstand push-ups, let alone strict ones. Also, you might be restricted by the layout at home. So your scaled options here are a pike handstand push-up or strict presses. So Cal's going to show us the pike handstand push-up. Don't take this one for granted, guys. It is very, very tough. You want to get your hips stacked as high as you can. So you'll notice that Callum's on his toes in that position. He's also pushing his nose towards his knees, which is going to get his shoulders in line with his wrists and his head tucked in nicely. From there, he's going to shift forward slightly, bending the elbows, trying to touch the floor with his head, and then extending back into that nose forward position, pushing towards his knees. So just one more for us, Cal. Move forward. Gently touch the floor. You can put a towel under your head or something there, and then press to a lockout again. That's quite a tough movement, guys. It's essentially a strict handstand push-up with a little bit less weight. The option that I want you guys, that most of you will probably go for, is a max effort strict press. So if you have a dumbbell, it'll be quite easy to hold that dumbbell, one head in each hand, keeping your front rack position as sound as possible. You're going to keep your butt tight, and you're going to press that weight above your head into a full extension. There is no dip for this, guys. It's a max effort strict press, and you want to do this movement for as many reps as you can until you are so fatigued that you can't perform any more reps. The other option we have, that narrow grip, can possibly be a little uncomfortable for some of you guys that don't have the best shoulder range. You can do max effort on each arm. So you can do a single arm overhead strict press and do as many reps as you can on the one arm, and then you'll swap over and do as many reps as you can on the other. Don't break that set up, guys. A max effort means once you start, you don't stop until you physically cannot anymore. I don't really know what Fresh is so excited about all of a sudden. But he had to make an appearance in that video. Cool, guys. So you're going to do your max effort strict presses or strict handstand push-ups, and there will be 3 sets in total. So rest 1 minute between each set, complete all 3 sets, and then you're going to move over to the dips. This will also be 3 sets for max reps. Cal's going to be using a chair, something that all of you guys will have handy at home. If you have, by any chance, obviously a dip station or parallettes, or even a set of rings and you're able to do ring dips, you can use those. But I think for the most part, a lot of you guys will be using a chair or the edge of a counter that's, or a ledge that's low down. So you're going to get onto the edge of the object or the piece of equipment that you're leaning on, fingers hanging off the edge facing the ground. I want you to keep your hips and bum as close to your chair as possible, guys. Do not let that gap be created between your hips and the seat. That's going to aggravate shoulders quite badly. Keep your chest proud. From here, you're going to dip down to about a 90-degree angle in the elbow, and then press to a full extension. Cal's legs are bent currently. This is a slightly easier position. If you want to make it more challenging, you can straighten your legs out, still keeping your hips nice and close to the chair. And for those of you that are really strong at the dips, you can lift your feet onto something in front of you, like another chair, and that will just make it a little bit tougher. It's again a max effort set. Fresh. It's a max effort set. You're going to rest for 1 minute and then go for another one. Max effort set, rest for a minute, and then another max effort set. Bearing in mind, guys, max effort strict movements, your sets are not going to be equal reps every time. If you start your first set and let's say you get 15 reps, set number 2 you're likely to get maybe 12 or 10, and then your last set you're likely to get even less. So be prepared for your endurance to break down with these gymnastic movements. Maintain good positions throughout. Enjoy that, guys. We have a little workout after this. We'll catch you after your gymnastics conditioning. Have fun. Welcome back, you guys. Last piece for our Tuesday. Our conditioning piece is 3 rounds for time. There is a 12 minutes time cap here, guys. So you want to try finish in 12 minutes or less. There are 3 movements here. It is 75 double unders or 110 single skips. That'll also, the 110 will go for line hops if you're doing those. 25 push presses per side, so it's actually 50 push presses in total, and then 10 squat cleans. That'll be 5 per arm, and then you're going to start again. You want to try and complete 3 full rounds. So you're skipping, obviously, if you're doing line hops, just to reiterate that again, Callum's using the yellow line. You can just have an imaginary line on the floor, hopping forwards and backwards on your toes, nice and explosive. That'll be 110 if you're doing the line hops or single skips. Then your 25 push presses per side, I want you guys to split this up 5 per arm until you get to your 50. So you'll do 5 on the right, then 5 on the left, and keep going like that until you've done 25 per side. The push press, you'll have a look at Cal. He's got his dumbbell on his shoulder, a little dip down, and a big, nice, aggressive jump. Squeeze the bum and punch that dumbbell out above your head. I want that elbow locked out, and I want you to use the aggressiveness through your lower half of your body to get that weight above your head. You're going to need your shoulders. Once you've done 5 on the right, you'll swap to 5 on the left, and you'll continue doing so until you have completed 50 in total. Your last movement are squat cleans. So using your object, whether it be a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you're starting from the floor. You're going to extend into a full hip extension, clean your dumbbell to your shoulder, and then make sure you squat down to break 90 degrees. So it is from the ground to the shoulder, breaking 90, and then stand to full extension. Again, we want you to do 5 on the right and then 5 on the left to complete a total of 10. That's round number 1. You'll move back to your skipping to start round number 2, and you want to try and finish 3 rounds in under 12 minutes. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. Take some photos, post them online. If we see you on Zoom, it'll be great to see you, and let's keep fighting through this lockdown, guys. Keep staying motivated. Let us know if there's anything we can do to keep you motivated, and we can't wait for everyone to get back to the box as soon as possible. Lekker Tuesday, guys. Cheers.